I'm going to introduce two fast-stepping young men. A couple of kids whose dancing has created a furore, a stampede throughout the nation, so help me. The Condas brothers. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Condas brothers. And now we're going to play a bit of a lullaby. You all know what a lullaby is. Something that puts people to sleep, like Winchell's column. Take it, McGee, and keep it going. Cab, Joe, quick. Right, taxi.
Where to, Mr. Bernie?
No place, and I'm in a hurry.
And now we present Broadway's Man About Town, public historian of the private lives of Mr. and Mrs. America, the man who knows all and tells all, Walter Winchell.
Good evening, Mr. and Mrs. North American, all the ships at sea. Let's go to press. Flash, New York. The Queen Mary sailed 2 minutes ago, and when Jerry Cabot, the playboy who is on board, sobers up, he'll be in for a big surprise. His wife, the former Margie Merrill, of Folly's Dolly, slipped off the liner before it left the dock and is now Nevada bound to have it renovated. After the divorce, she will ankle down the middle aisle with Walter Palmer of Chicago, who has too much money. Flash, New York City. A cheerful little earful for the New York police. A private funeral is scheduled for tonight, somewhere along the Hudson River. The corpse will be Vicky Crow, the slot machine king. And the pallbearers will be the gangster pals he double-crossed. Flash, Hollywood, California. The main reason why Ben Burney, the alleged orchestra leader, can never be president is that his head is too big to put on a 3-cent stamp. Are you burning, Bernie?
Take you for a ride in the park while you're listening?
Thanks. One ride at a time is enough.
Flash, New York. It's a boy at the Reggie Van Gilders of Park Avenue, delivered by the stork just 45 seconds ago. Just a minute, folks. It's a double feature at the Van Gilders. In a moment, I'll tell you whether the twin is a boy or a girl.
It's another boy. It's another boy.
It's another boy. And Orcus for that last flash to Patsy Kane, my ever-ready girl Friday, reporting directly from Blessed Event Headquarters. Thank you, Patsy, and thank you, ladies and gentlemen. And so with lotions of love, I remain your New York correspondent, Walter Winchell, who found out a long time ago that a real friend is one who walks in when the rest of the world walks out. Good night.
Walter Winchell's Daily Chatter has come to you through the courtesy of Peach Bloom Beauty Lotions.
Gee, Patsy, that last flash came through just in time. Thanks. That was a pit.
Thank Mrs. Van Gilder, not me.
Good thing it wasn't quintuplets. We'd run overtime.
Let's see, what do we leave out? The Taylor McManus romance, the Davenport split up.
That's about all.
What's this?
Oh, that's for me, personal. Oh, here now.
Tell Winchell that Kane and Roberts, America's cleverest vaudeville team, will arrive on the Wolverine tomorrow and will be open a radio office. Love, Eddie. Love, Eddie.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like you've got competition, Steve.
Who is this, Eddie?
That's my brother, sweetheart.
Uh-huh.
Your brother?
Yeah, he's been doing a small-time vaudeville act with some dame he stuck on.
Is he any good?
Well, that I don't know. I haven't seen him in 3 years, but I'm afraid my luck is beginning to change.
Your luck changed when you met me, Beetlepuss.
Come on, you lovebirds. Let's go over to Dave's and have a bite.
Is it free?
Come on, come on.
Walter, you remember me. I'm Gus Avery.
I remember you. What's in your mind?
Can I speak to you for a minute, privately?
Excuse me.
Want me to hold your watch?
Yeah, and I'll hold you.
Nice kids. Walter, you know, I've always been one of your greatest admirers.
Never mind the malarkey. What's on your mind?
Well, now, look, Walter, it's like this. You know, lately you've been taking an awful lot of cracks at me in that column of yours.
You rate them, don't you? Look what you did to those chorus girls. You took them out to Kansas City and left them stranded there.
Well, I only did what the contract called for. You know, business is business. Now, listen, Walter, those raps haven't been doing me any good. Now, look, why don't you and me play ball? You be nice to me, and I'll be nice to you.
Yeah?
Yeah. Here's a century, and there's plenty more where that came from.
Well, now you're talking a new language.
And I talk it very fluently. Walter, I knew you'd see it the way I do.
Thanks.
Oh, don't mention it. Hey, you know, Walt, I was... Happy headache. Worthy cause, officer, really. Very, very worthy cause. Can you change the dime? Oh, well, let it go.
Atlantic Coast Line, Southern Railway, Palmetto Limited. Leaving at 2:30. West Philadelphia.
Say, there must be some celebrity arriving. I wonder who it is.
I told you it wasn't them.
Hey, pal, who's everybody waiting for?
What's the matter? Don't you read Winchell?
Here. Thanks.
Come on, will you?
Wait! Listen to this. Kane and Roberts, sensational songbirds who have been tweeting on the Western vaudeville circuits, arrive on the Wolverine today. A great bet for some smart agent. Wonder how he knew we were coming.
Some little bird must have told him. Yes, and I'm the bird. I wired your sister and signed your name.
Oh, gee, Gene, I wish you hadn't have done that. I don't want Patsy to think I came to New York to hang on her neck. I want to show her I can make good on my own account. Just because she works for Winchell...
There's every reason why we shouldn't starve. We won't have to now. Look at what one little notice in Winchell's column has got us. Those men are looking for us. Well, come on, do something. Tell them we're here.
Telegram for Mr. Watson, Mr. Harrington, Mr. Foster.
Oh, boy. Anything for Kane? Kane and Roberts?
No, sir.
Eddie Kane?
Why, yes.
Hello, I knew you as soon as I saw you. That Mrs. Kane?
Well, not yet. On the verge.
Hello, how are you? Listen, you folks need an agent. My name is Charlie Alberts. I'd like to represent you. How about it? Book all the
We can get you
stars,
more money on the record than they can buy.
I'm going to hide. I'll be right away. Now, look, wait a minute.
Boys, one at a time.
I'm going to hide. I'll be
Miss Roberts?
Yes?
Well, how do you do? How have you been? Gus Avery is the name.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Avery. Thank you so much.
You're welcome so much.
Gentlemen, please. Now, Mr. Alberts came to me first, and I think it's only fair that... Excuse me, fellas.
I want you to meet Mr. Avery,
How are you, my boy? A pleasure, a pleasure.
our agent.
But, honey, I've already
Why,
settled.
son, we're certainly going places. How are you, boys?
Excuse me.
Why should I bother meeting your little brother? I'm not going to marry your family.
Ah, hello.
Patsy!
Oh, all right, now, all right. Just a minute.
Well, remember me, sis?
Yeah, I remember you. I also remember that $20 you borrowed from me 3 years ago, too. Meet Steve Klosky. Just call him Sunshine.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Steve.
Why?
See? Don't mind him. He's always that way. Except when he's grouchy.
Gee, sis, that was a swell plug he gave us in Winchell's column.
Don't blame me. Winchell ran that himself. A joke on those agents. Come on, let's get out of here before we catch something.
Oh, wait for Jean.
Jean?
My partner.
What?
That's her.
Well, you'd better keep her away from that chiseler she's with.
He's so two-faced, the barber got to shave him twice.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Now, kids, here we are. Come on, step on it. That's a step.
Where do we go?
We're going to wait right here. Sit down.
Oh, excuse me. Say, what program are we going to audition for?
Kewpie lipstick.
My favorite dish. Well, I think we're going to be very happy here.
Wait till after the audition before you send out your laundry.
Why, my pipes feel great.
Mimi, May, moo, 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 moo.
Hey, cut that out before someone tries to milk you.
Hello, sis.
Hiya. What are you doing here?
We're going to audition. Gus fixed it for us. Fast worker, isn't he?
So I noticed.
Say, wait. You know, you haven't heard me sing in years. Why don't you stick around and listen?
Well, I guess I can take it. I'll listen to you in the control room. Lots of luck.
That's it.
Now, you better be good. I hope you get that contract.
Oh, I can see that dotted line in front of my eyes right now.
Maybe it's your liver.
Maybe. What's the matter with her?
Mike fright. It's funny how those little microphones scare him to death.
Mike fright? Imagine anybody getting scared of a little gadget like that.
Try it again, darling. There's nothing to be afraid of. Just close your eyes and pretend you are singing in opera. Now, come, darling. Give out. Give out. If you please.
Do many people act like that in front of the microphone?
Oh, about 4 out of 5. You remember the Harvard Glee Club? 60 of them. The minute they got around the microphone, they started dropping like flies.
Isn't there anything a person can do about it?
How can you? Do you know what radio is? Does anybody? It's like the Einstein theory. You can't see it, you can't feel it, and you can't fight it. Maybe it's the ether in the air that knocks them out. That's it, the ether. Uh-oh. There she goes. Over here's where they usually put them.
Wait, hurry up. Do something. Do something.
Oh, is she very bad?
Get some water.
Come on, come on. We're on next.
Poor kid.
Oh. Eddie, come on, come on. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Say, what's the matter with you? Something wrong?
No.
Well, you look a little pale in the gills.
No, I'm all right.
Well, how do you want this thing played?
On the piano.
A 4-bar introduction, then 2 choruses.
4-bar introduction and 2 choruses. Now, well, come on, Eddie, come on. Get over behind the thing. That's the boy. Go on, go ahead.
Start again, please. Come on, snap out of it.
I'm all right.
Oh, but I'm happy. Oh, but I'm happy. Didn't strike oil in my backyard. My boss didn't raise my pay. I met a girl, a pretty little girl. Gosh, she makes me feel this way. Oh, but I'm happy. Oh, but I'm happy. Didn't find a hidden treasure chest or an oyster with a pearl. Oh, you jellyfish.
Nice work, Eddie, nice work.
Get some water. He's unconscious.
How can you tell?
I found a reason to sing and dance. Dilly-um, I'm bubbling over. I'm proud as talking with you. Ooh, I'm bubbling over, I effervesce. I seem to sizzle in your caress. And I'm conversing with heaven in person, dear, when I'm talking with you. Ooh, when you're kissing me, ooh, what that does. Ooh, when you're kissing me, I feel like a miniature Vesuvius. I'm bubbling over like vintage wine. I'm bubbling over now that you're mine. My heart's in clover, and I'm bubbling over with.
Hasn't she got a wonderful voice?
Yeah, she's got a voice.
Come on, you guys, you're on. Get into those uniforms. Hurry up. Attention. Forward march. Hey, fall out. Just because you got this job through your sister, don't think you have any special privileges. In the 3 weeks' time you've been here, you've got 6 demerits. Button missing from uniform. Shoes unshined. Failure to salute the mezzanine corporal. Twice you've been seen annoying Mr. Burney and other celebrities. Now, you know the rules and the regulations, and you're going to abide by them. Radio Center expects every man to do his duty and live up to the high ideals and traditions. Understand?
Yes, sir. I'm sorry, sir. In the future, I promise to do everything in my power to be worthy of the uniform that is my privilege to wear.
See that you do.
Yes, sir. Now, folks, if you keep nice and quiet, you'll see and hear an actual broadcast.
Wake up and live. Do not fritter life away, but make the most of every day. Put doubt and fear upon the shelf, and seek the strength that's in yourself. Learn to discipline your mind. With patient practice, you will find how easily each one of you can do the things you want to do.
Wake up and live, don't mind the rainy patter, and you will find it's mind over matter. Dark clouds will break up if you will wake up and live. Wake up and live, show the stuff you're made of, just follow through. What are you afraid of? You'll try it, won't you? Say, why don't you wake up and live? Come out of your shell. Hey, fella, find your place in the sun. Come out of your shell. Say, fella, just be a go-getting son of a gun. Oh, wake up and live. If Lady Luck is yawning up on your toes, a better day is dawning. Don't let up, get up and give yourself a shake up, mister. Wake up and live. Come out of your shell. Hey, fella, find your place in the sun. Come out of your shell. Say, fella, just be a go-getting son of a gun. Oh, wake up and live. If Lady Luck is yawning up on your toes, a better day is dawning. Don't let up, get up and give yourself a shake up, mister. Wake up and live.
You have just heard Miss Alice Huntley, whose Wake Up and Live message comes to you every week through the Federal Broadcasting Company.
Kane.
Yes, sir.
Jones will take them from here on. You stand by for the next group.
Yes, sir.
This way, folks.
Mr. Burney! Mr. Burney!
Hi, Eddie. Got anything I can use today?
Have I? I've got a gag about Winchell who'll kill him, and you can have it for $10.
Let's hear it.
The National Walter Winchell Fan Club will hold a bridge tournament tonight if the 3 of them can find a 4th.
Oh, terrific. Sold. If they're about Winchell, they don't have to be so good.
Listen to this. The vegetarians refuse to listen in on Walter Winchell anymore.
Why?
Too much ham.
I'm not so sure about that one. I say there, my good fellow.
Well, me?
Do me a favor. Listen to this joke and tell me if you think it's funny. The vegetarians refuse to listen in on Walter Winchell anymore.
Why?
Too much ham. Okay, my lad? Here's your $15.
Thank you, Mr. Bernie. Nice going. I'll see you later. Hello.
Hello.
I'm Eddie Kane. I work here.
I see you do.
I heard you broadcast a little while ago, and I think you're swell. Your program.
Thank you. What can I do for you?
I want to wake up. Wake up and live, like you said. I thought perhaps you could wake me up. Make me do something that I'm afraid to do.
Well, what is it you want to do?
Get over my mic fright. I want to sing in front of a microphone like you do. Gee, you've got beautiful eyes. Voice.
Just a second. Here you are. Take this, fill it out, and bring it back to me. I'll be glad to help you if I can.
Thanks. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Oh, goodbye again.
Bye.
Kane.
Yes. Yes, sir.
What are you doing up here? You're supposed to be standing by for that next bunch of tourists.
Captain, I was going to ask you, could I have a few minutes off to listen to Ben Burney's program?
No. Get back to your post and make it snappy.
Yes, sir.
This is the Federal Broadcasting Company. We now take you to the Hi-Hat Club and the music of Ben Burney and his orchestra.
Yowza, yowza. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we opened the jolly festivities by singing the praises of dear old Red Seal Malt. Good old Red Seal, the malter that gives you the moster of the bester, so help me. So help me, lads.
Beer up, and you're bound to cheer up, and you'll find that skies of gray will positively clear up. Drink Red Seal Malt when you are blue, drown every worry and care.
Yeah, drink Red Seal Malt, and if you do, you will be like a multi-millionaire. Take it.
It is really the malt of malt.
Yeah, man.
Just as smooth as
a Viennese wall.
Drink Red Seal Malt, it's just a thing to make you happy and make you sing.
And now, my good people, the Condas brothers. Thank you very much. And now, I've got a bit of news for you. The Walter Winchell Fan Club is going to hold a bridge tournament tonight. That is, if the three of them can find a fourth. Play, laddies, play. The tune which is wafting its way over the gentle zephyrs, to use guys and gals, is Never in a Million Years.
my script for tomorrow's broadcast, Mr. Stratton.
Thanks. Well, sit down.
Never in a million years could there be another you. I would shed a million tears if ever we were through. Never in a
Say, Ben, who is that singing?
You got me, I don't know.
Would you ever be surpassed? And darling, for a million.
Somebody's singing with the orchestra.
I know.
This
Is
love
the
of
place
ours
haunted?
will last. There would be no world for me if ever we would part. Where I go, your name will
I don't know. He isn't
right
listed.
on the tip.
Well, whoever he is, he's grand.
Who's that singing?
For only
I don't know.
once in every
Say,
life
sounds pretty good.
That's what I thought. You said so.
you appear. Is there any greater glory, any greater thrill? No, never in a million years. Never in a million years could there be another you. I would shed a million tears if ever we were through. Never in a million moons could you ever be surpassed. Then, darling, for a million Junes, how can it help but last? There would be no world for me if ever we would part. Where I go, your name will be right on the tip of my heart. Oh, only once in every lifetime, someone just like you appears. Is there any greater glory, any greater thrill? No, never in a million, never in a million years.
Remind me to tell Bernie to use that fella again.
Federal Broadcasting Company.
No, ma'am, he's not listed in the program.
I'm sorry, I can't tell you.
Federal Broadcasting Company.
Yes, Mr. Stratton, quite a surprise, isn't it? Yes, sir.
We're being swamped with telephone calls. Tell me, who is he? What's his name?
I can't tell you that, Mr. Stratton. I can't tell anybody. It's a secret, a mystery.
He's a phantom.
He's a phantom troubadour.
A phantom troubadour? Great. Why, we'll play that out for publicity. Well, I didn't know you had something like this up your sleeve, you sly old fox.
Yeah, man, I'm a fox. That was the voice of Bugle Ann.
Hot water, and I don't mean that he's taking a bath. Who is this phantom troubadour? Bernie, the little daisy, won't tell. Do you know why? Because he doesn't know. Here's what happened, ladies and gentlemen. During his broadcast, some wires were crossed, and the unknown voice came through accidentally. Bernie doesn't know who it was any more than you do. Now, sir, Bernie doesn't know.
We've got to know. You've got to tell us. We can't let Winchell embarrass us any longer.
Good old Waller. Man after my own heart. With a knife.
He's made us the laughingstock of radio. Ben, you've got to tell us who this phantom is.
Mr. Stratton, we can't tell you who he is, but we'll have him on the air again tomorrow night.
What?
Yes, sir, I promise you, tomorrow night.
That's fine.
Come on, Ben. Don't you worry about a thing, Mr. Stratton.
Yeah, don't worry about a thing. Friends and Mr. Winchell. The old maestro has a big surprise for you all. When it comes to entertainment, he likes to give you the moster of the bester. And so tonight, you're going to hear and see in person, right here, the Phantom Troubadour. In case Mr. Winchell, by whose presence we are more or less honored, in case dear old Walter throws a fit, is there a doctor in the house? A veterinary will do.
Your pal.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, I give you the Phantom Troubadour.
Never in a million years could there be another you. I would shed a million tears if ever we were through. Never in a million moons could you ever be surpassed. And darling, for a million Junes, how could it help but last? There would be no world for me if ever we would part. Where I go, your name will be right on the tip of my heart. For only one.
He sounded better the first time you broadcast it, didn't he?
I don't know. I didn't hear that part of Bernie's program.
Funny, somebody don't recognize him.
Oh, it's just a gag of Bernie's. Probably some publicity stunt.
No, never in a million, never in a million years.
The old maestro's very happy. The Phantom is happy. But I don't think Mr. Winchell is happy, I'm happy to say. Can you see me, Walter, or shall I get you an aspirin?
No, thanks, Ben. I can see you. In fact, I can see right through you. May I say a few words?
About yourself, as usual?
No, about you.
Well, remember, there are ladies present. Would you care to split a microphone with me, Ruby Lips?
I'd love to.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's get him up here, Mr. Winchell. Mr. Winchell is holding his hands up to show you he has no knife. It's in my back.
Ladies and gentlemen, unaccustomed as I am to public peeking, I'd like to have a peek under that mask.
Here, no, you don't. None of that, Walter. Take it easy.
Ben, I know I've said a few things about you in the paper and on the air. Perhaps I shouldn't have said them.
Well, I've always tried to say some nice things about you, but I couldn't think of any.
Oh, that's all right, Ben. I know how hard it is for you to think.
I used that one last season. Tell me, how did you like the Phantom Troubadour tonight?
I don't know. I haven't heard him.
Well, our time is almost up, Walter.
May I say a few last words?
Your last words would be a pleasure, but...
Ladies and gentlemen, the masked singer you've just heard is not the Phantom. This young man is Bobby Baker, the well-known radio impersonator. During the broadcast of the real Phantom, whoever he is, Baker was making a personal appearance at the Hippodrome in Cleveland. And 50 will give Bernie 100 if he can prove I'm wrong. And another thing I forgot to tell you about it, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, looking for the Phantom, Steve? Uh-huh. Just my luck. I only heard the impersonator. I wouldn't know the real Phantom if he sang right in my ear.
Well, I'll catch him if I have to sprinkle salt on his tail.
I'd sure like to find him and grab those 5,000 smackers.
No use scratching. You won't find him up there.
I wouldn't worry too much about him if I were you, Steve.
Well, I do worry. If I cop that $5,000 reward, your little sister will beg me to marry her.
Say, for $5,000, I'd marry you myself.
Gold digger, eh?
Wake up and live, if you wake up and live, till-a-bum-bum, till-a-bum-bum, wake up and live.
What are you doing, taking Miss Huntley's name off?
No, just sharpening the razor blade.
Oh. Hello. What happened?
Oh, nothing. Just some records for my broadcast.
Oh, that's too bad. I thought I dropped in before your broadcast.
There isn't going to be any.
No? What's the matter?
Oh, my sponsors decided that my Wake Up and Live programs were only putting people to sleep.
They were not. They were great.
Well, they didn't think so. They thought they were too dull. Needed pepping up with jokes.
Jokes? I got 1 million of them. I've been giving them to Ben Burney. I'd be glad to help you with your program.
Thanks, but I'm afraid it's too late now.
Oh, now you shouldn't give up so easily. Remember your own words? Put doubt and fear upon the shelf and seek the strength that's in yourself.
You do remember, don't you?
Sure. And I remember, wake up and live. Be brave, be strong, and keep in mind my little song.
Wake up and live, don't mind the rainy patter.
Go on, I like your voice.
Thanks. I used to be in vaudeville.
Really?
You've never heard of Kane and Roberts? We used to headline in Peoria and Oshkosh and Paducah.
Is that so?
Sure. We were a big hit, Jean and I.
Jean?
Yes, that's my partner. We split up because, well, I couldn't sing in front of a microphone.
Oh.
You know, mic fight.
Mm-hmm.
And she went off by herself. What's this?
Well, that's what I used to record my broadcasts on, to see how they sounded for diction and delivery. Haven't you ever recorded your own voice?
No.
Would you like to try it?
No, I wouldn't like to try it.
Oh, come on, it won't bite you. You want to get over your mic fright, don't you?
Yes?
Well, this is a good way to start. Come on, sing something.
Not through a live microphone. Honest, I couldn't.
All right. Without the microphone, then. What do you know?
I know it's swell of you. The song, I mean.
It's swell of you, treating me so kindly, swell of you. I was heading blindly, then your smile showed me the way.
What's the matter?
Are you positive you've never sung into a microphone before?
I auditioned once and I flopped.
Would you do me a favor?
Surely.
Would you see if the janitor's still out in the hall? I want him to come in and clean up for me.
Yeah.
Please.
He's gone.
Oh, it can wait. Would you sing that chorus again for me?
Yeah.
It's swell of you, treating me so kindly, swell of you. I was heading blindly, then your smile showed me the way to love. It's swell of you, just to let me share the spell of you. Funny what a pleasant word will do to bring out the bloom up above. When I have you as an inspiration, I'm sure to get by. And in appreciation, I promise that I'll love you, dear, until the day I die. Ooh, it's swell of you. Why not if my lips will tell of you just how grand you are, and that you'll be the one for me. You'll never know exactly what you done for me, but it's all so awfully mighty swell. It's swell of you.
Now will you believe that I have the Phantom?
You've got him all right.
And you can have him, too.
Well, when can you bring him in?
I can't bring him in.
What do you mean?
As I've told you before, the Phantom will not broadcast from a studio.
There's only one way he'll broadcast, from my apartment by remote control. You can pick him up there, and Mr. Bernie's orchestra can accompany him from the High Hat Club.
But...
And the price will be, shall we say $1,000 a broadcast?
Should we say 500?
Shall we say $750?
We shall say $750.
Fine. But that isn't all. Where he broadcasts from must be kept a secret. I want your word of honor on that. And don't try to find out who he is or you'll spoil everything.
But when can we have him in person?
Well, how much time can you give me?
How about next Wednesday night when I open at the Manila Club?
You'll be there.
Just a minute, Miss Huntley. What guarantee are you going to give us?
You won't have to pay for his broadcast until he appears in person.
Well, okay, that's a deal.
Send a man to my apartment to hook up a microphone. But remember, it must be kept a secret or the deal is off. I'll be back in an hour to sign the contract. And as a further guarantee of my good faith, you can keep the record.
I wonder if she's really got the phantom.
Brother, that gal's got something, yowza.
Mr. Kane calling on Miss Huntley by appointment.
Yes, sir. 3rd floor. She said for you to come right up.
You exercise your muscles to make them strong, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you do the same with your mind. Now, if you're about to do something you shouldn't do, say no. And if you're afraid to do something you should, say I will. Understand?
Yeah, that's swell.
We'd better get on with this. We have some rehearsing to do.
The other night, folks, the old maestro humbly confesses to having indulged in a bit of deception. The alleged phantom was only alleged and left me without a ledge to stand on. Believe me, my face was as red as Winchell's ought to be. However, tonight at the stroke of 10:15, you're going to hear the real, genuine, and unadulterated Phantom Troubadour absolutely, positively, and definitely. I hope. And now, for the benefit of the listeners who are dancing in the street, here, we have time for a short number. Let them have it, boys.
Now let's see how it sounds.
Stick to your task until it's done. Until your fight with fear is won.
That's swell, but it's poetry. Who wants to hear poetry? Why don't you say it in a simple way with a kick in it? For instance, down with fear. Sock it on the chin. Give it the gong. Make up your mind to do a thing and you'll do it. Look at Columbus, Edison, Lindbergh, Papa Dion. Oh.
Say, that's fine. Come on, let's see you practice what you preach.
Oh.
You're not afraid of a dead mic, are you?
No, but are you sure it's dead?
Oh, come on, let's not waste any time.
No. I mean, yeah.
Now, the way to learn to do a thing is to do it regularly, every day at the same time. At 10:15 sharp, we'll make believe this is a studio, and you're going on the air.
All right. Do you mind if I place it here, Alice? I mean, Miss Huntley.
Oh, not at all, Mr. Kane. I mean, Eddie.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the Phantom Troubadour comes to you out of the nowhere into the here.
Wake up and live, don't mind the rainy patter, and you will find it's mind over matter. Dark clouds will break up if you will wake up and la-da-da-hee-hee-hee-ho-ho. Wake up and live, show the stuff you're made of. Just follow through, what are you afraid of? If you're feeling gloomy, why don't you listen to me and wake up? Wake up and live, come out of your shell. Hey, fella, find your place in the sun.
He must be somewhere in the building. Go through every studio and every audition room. Find that phantom.
But listen, boss, there's 70 floors in this building.
I don't care if you have to go up to the 71st.
And if you don't find him when you get to the roof, jump off.
Yeah, you gotta give yourself a shake up. Mr. Gun, wake up. Wake up and live.
Eddie, that was marvelous.
Gee, I wish I could do it with a live microphone.
Don't worry, you will, before you know it.
Graziola, ladies and gentlemen, Graziola. That was the genuine one and only Phantom, so help me. Are you wincing, Winslow?
Come on, we'll never find the Phantom hanging around here. Let's go.
Where to? A haunted house?
Well, good evening, folks.
It was, up until now.
What do you want?
About that crack you had in your column about Gene Roberts.
What's that got to do with you?
Well, it so happens that the little lady is my protege.
That's the first time I heard it pronounced like that.
Is that so? Now, you look here.
Well, what about it?
Well, now, look, Walter, there's no reason in the world why you and I shouldn't be pals. The best of friends. Look, I'll show you what I mean. Here.
What, again? Put it away. Give it back to the actors you chiseled it from.
What? What do you mean?
You heard what I said. Now get out of here. I can say a lot of things about you. A lot of things I haven't said. Now get out of here and stay out of here.
Just a minute now. You've been pushing me around long enough. Walter, someday you're going to need me, and you're going to need me bad. And when you do...
Come on, get going, my guy. Get going. How am I doing?
Beautiful.
Let's go.
Here we are. Thanks very much. Well, so long, folks. Bye. I'll be seeing you. Give my regards to Kalamazoo. Happy landing.
Hello, Edward.
What's going on in there, Mr. Foster?
The community thing broadcast. Got a few minutes? Come in and join us.
Oh, no.
Oh, you don't have to be good. Just loud. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll open our community sing this afternoon with a rousing chorus of Camp Town races. And put everything you've got into it. May I have a chord in D, please? The Camp Town ladies sing this song, doo-dah, doo-dah. The Camp Town racetrack 5 miles long, oh, doo-dah day. I come down with my head caved in, doo-dah, doo-dah. I go back home with a pocket full of tin, oh, doo-dah day. One run away, I'll bet my money on a buffet man, somebody get on the bay. One run away, I'll bet my money on a buffet man, somebody get on the bay. One run away, I'll bet my money on a buffet man, somebody get on the bay. The buffet will bring back home, doo-dah, doo-dah, in my bag, the buffet runs, oh, doo-dah. Hey, that's why we get one home. Oh, doo-dah, I hit my money on the buffet leg. Somebody get on the bay. Bet my money on the buffet leg. Somebody get on the bay. Old Munich, come on the track. Doo-dah, oh, doo-dah. Bobtail flanker over back. Oh, doo-dah, day. Oh, doo-dah, day. The bobtail flanker over back. Oh, doo-dah, day.
Where's this program coming from? Community Broadcast Studio, see?
Running a race with a shooting star. Oh, doo-dah, day. They fly along
The
like a
Phantom.
railroad car. Doo-dah, doo-dah.
I tell you, it's him. I've memorized every note in his obligata. I hope you're right. I know I'm right.
I'll bet my money on the bobtail nag. Somebody get on the bay.
Quiet, please, everybody, quiet, please. Ladies and gentlemen, we've just learned that the Phantom Troubadour is right here participating in our community sing.
Say, are you the Phantom? Me? No.
Nobody else.
Well, he's here, I tell you.
Will the Phantom please step up to the microphone?
Here he is. This is him. I've got him, Mr. Foster.
Oh, Captain,
I've got the Phantom. Here he is.
come on, bring him up. Ladies and gentlemen, the Phantom has been discovered, and he's been brought to you by our own Mr. Edward...
Kane. Just call me Eddie.
Oh, yes, Eddie. Won't you step to the microphone, Eddie, and,
May I, Mr. Foster?
Why, of course, Mr. Winchell. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Mr. Walter Winchell, who will give you the Phantom Troubadour.
Who will give anything he owns to see the look on Ben Burney's face when he hears about this. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the Phantom Troubadour. Tell him your name.
Me?
Tell him your name.
Sure.
Peebles! Waldo Peebles! Yo-ho, Jenny! It's me!
Thank you very much, Mr. Peebles. And now won't you do something for us?
What'll I do?
Whatever you do best.
Imitations. You get me, Jenny?
Oh, enough. We've had enough. Oh, Edward, get out of here. McCabe, throw him out.
So, you got the Phantom, did you? Sorry, boss. I could have sworn he was in here.
Well, it certainly puts me behind the 8-ball.
Move over. There's room for the two of us. Edward Kane, front and center. For conduct unbecoming a radio center guide and a gentleman, for deliberately and maliciously creating a disturbance in violation of General Order 44, Section B, Guide Second Class Edward Kane is hereby dishonorably discharged. Take off that uniform. Jones, take that coat out and have it cleaned. It's stained with dishonor.
Come in. Hello.
Know what happened today?
Yes, I heard all about it this afternoon at the studio. Listen, Eddie, you mustn't sing anywhere but here until you're ready for an audition. You might have spoiled everything.
All I did was try and help the company out, and what do I get for it? Fired.
Oh, you'll be back there one of these days, and it won't be in a uniform either.
You bet your life I will. I'll lick that microphone if I have to tear a tonsil doing it. I'll get on the air, and I'll be as big as the Phantom.
Hey, that's the old wake-up and live spirit. Did you practice today?
I'll say I did. I said no to everything.
Well.
It's a good thing I didn't run into Mae West. Oh.
You're the what? Oh, sure, you're the Phantom. Why don't you go home and sleep it off? That's the 4th drunk in succession. You have any luck?
Yeah, all bad.
Look at that stack of wires from Phantoms all over the country. Every nut in town has called me up.
That's probably another.
Hello. Yes, Steve. Say that again.
Listen, they delivered a microphone and a lot of radio equipment there the day before yesterday. I know what I'm talking about. I got the lowdown from one of their engineers.
I'll be right over. You stick here till I get back. I think Steve's on the right track.
Well, get him off before a streetcar runs over him.
Come on, Eddie.
I don't feel like singing tonight. How about taking a ride up Riverside Drive on a bus?
Some other time.
Look at that moon out there.
Never mind the moon. Remember, do your task every day at the same time.
Say, Ben Burney's on the air right now. Let's listen to him. You know, the Phantom is singing again tonight, and I've never heard him yet.
Now, Eddie, don't weaken.
I'll try not to.
Is this it? Yeah. What's your pop?
3B, Alice Huntley.
Go on back to the office. I'll handle this myself.
Okay, Charlie Chan.
But I'm happy, ho, 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 but I'm happy. Didn't strike oil in my backyard. My boss didn't raise my pay. I met a girl, pretty little girl. Gosh, he makes me feel this way. Ooh, but I'm happy, ho, 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 but I'm happy. I didn't find a hidden treasure chest or an oyster with the pearls. To think that I feel the way that I feel, shucks, on account of a pretty little girl. Never won a raffle at the county fair. Never had an uncle who's a millionaire. In spite of his ooh, but I'm happy, ho, 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 but I'm happy. Never hit a jackpot down the store, never won in a lottery. But I'm as lucky as I can be, 'cause a pretty little girl's gonna marry me. Oh, but I'm happy. Ooh, but I'm happy. Ho, 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 but I'm happy. Didn't strike oil in my backyard. My boss didn't raise my pay. I met a girl, pretty little girl. Gosh, it makes me feel this way. Ooh, but I'm happy. Ho, 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 but I'm happy. I didn't find a hidden treasure chest or an oyster with the pearls.
I tell you, that's Eddie. I ought to know his voice. I worked with him long enough.
Well, if it is, you certainly pried us loose from a gold mine.
I did it for you.
Say, you know what you're going to do? You're going right back to him.
What?
Yes, and you're going to bring him right over to me. The Phantom needs a good agent, doesn't he?
Oh, Bernie must have him tied up by now.
Well, if Bernie hasn't tied up, honey, you've got what it takes to untie him.
But I'm as lucky as I can be, 'cause pretty little girl's gonna marry me. Oh, but I'm happy.
Eddie, that was the best yet. You sang as if you had all the confidence in the world.
I feel like I could sing in front of an army of microphones, live ones.
Of course you could. All you gotta do is concentrate and say, I will, I will.
Do that again.
I will,
I did. I'm sorry.
I'm not.
You're not? Gee, Alice, I'm glad. You sure did wake me up. I'll be awake all night now.
You better not be. Don't forget we have a heavy date tomorrow night.
What's tomorrow night?
Tomorrow night, dear public, the old maestro and all the lads opened the new Manila Club. We've had a swell engagement here, and believe me, we're sure sorry to leave. And I want all you guys and gals to show up tomorrow night, 'cause I got a surprise for you. I'm going to present the Phantom Troubadour in person. So help me, in person. And now another little number dedicated to Walter the Winch, entitled You're One in a Million, and that's one too many. Play, laddies, and Bernie will fiddle while Winchell burns.
Now, don't ask me any more about it. Just be here tomorrow night at 9 o'clock and wear your tuxedo.
I will if I can get it away from the moths.
Good night.
Good night.
Now, remember...
I will. I will. I will. I was. I am. I...
Hey, Eddie.
Oh, hello, Mr. Winchell. Say, I got a nice little item for your column.
I'll bet you have. What were you doing up in Alice Huntley's apartment just now?
I was... Now, wait a minute. Don't get any wrong ideas, Mr. Winchell. Alice is a nice girl.
Who said she wasn't? Hop in. I'll drive you home.
Thanks. She's only been showing me how to get over my mic fright. I'm afraid of microphones, you know.
Oh, sure. And Lindbergh's afraid of airplanes. Come on, what's the lowdown?
On the level. Alice has got a phony microphone up in her apartment. I've been going up there every night just to rehearse some songs.
So you think she's cured you, huh?
Almost. I got more confidence now. She's making a self-made man out of me. I mean,
But can you do it on a live microphone?
I think so.
How would you like to try it on my program?
Oh, you're kidding.
No, I'm not. I'll put you on tomorrow night.
Tomorrow? No, that's too soon.
Listen, Eddie, this is a swell yarn for me. Here's a girl with a great idea gets bounced off the air. She runs into a guy who's scared to death of microphones, puts her idea in practice on him, cures him of mic fright, and I put him on the air and prove it. It's a swell yarn for me. A swell build-up for the girl. You'd like to help Alice, wouldn't you?
You bet I would.
Now, what do you say? Is it a go?
I'll do it.
That's fine. I'll see you at the office for lunch and we'll lay the whole thing out.
Fine.
Wait a minute. Don't say anything to Patsy about this.
Oh, no.
And let's keep it a surprise for Alice, too.
All right.
Okay?
Okay. Thanks, Mr. Winchell. Thanks a million.
So long.
So long.
Yippee!
Ooh, but I'm happy, ooh, but I'm happy. I didn't strike oil in my backyard.
Cut the noise. Who do you think you are, the Phantom?
Oh. Morning, sis.
Well, up kind of early, aren't you, for a guy with no place to go?
I'm going places today.
Where? Back to bed?
Yeah. Just because you work for Winchell, you don't know everything. Leave me that paper, will you, sis?
Sure, there's a column in there you ought to read.
Winchell's?
No, help wanted.
Come in.
Hello.
What brings you here?
Nothing but you great big sensation. I always knew you'd be terrific. Once you got over your mic fright. Fine way to treat an old pal. Why didn't you tell me about it?
Well, I didn't want anyone to know until I made good. And I'm going to make good, too, once I get on the air.
What do you mean? Haven't you been on the air?
No, I've only been practicing with a phony microphone. But I got it licked now. Just let me get in front of a live microphone again. I'll show them.
Now, wait a minute, Eddie. Let me get this straight. Now, just sit down calmly and start from the beginning.
But, boss, I got a clue. Taking a lead for today's column.
Right.
Radio fans won't have to suffer waiting to hear the Phantom Troubadour on Ben Burney's program tonight, period. Tune in on my broadcast at 6 p.m. and hear the Phantom Troubadour, and he who laughs last, laughs loud. What's the matter?
Oh, now wait a minute, boss. It's all right.
What's the matter with you?
It'll be all right. I know you're tired. Can I get you anything?
No, get yourself something. You may need it when you find out who the Phantom is.
But Gus will put you on the air right away with me. He's got a wonderful deal set for both of us. It's your big chance, Eddie.
But I can't go to Wildbrook now. I got a date with a fellow at noon.
I'll get you back in time.
Can't I see Gus tomorrow?
No, he's got to close the deal today. Oh, please, Eddie. Gus will make us the biggest team in radio. You and me, honey.
I'd like to, Gene, but I can't.
You've got to come with me, Eddie.
Now, look out, Gene.
Oh, Eddie.
I can't. Gene, I can't, really. Oh, Gene.
Attaboy, Eddie, old kid. Now you're a man with a contract. Eddie, to show you what I think you know what I'm going to do for you? I'm going to slip you your first week's salary in advance. Yes, sir, and here it is. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100 bucks.
Oh, gee, thanks.
My boy, I'm going to make you the greatest sensation on the air.
Oh, I hope so. Say, I got to get back to town. I can just make my appointment.
Why don't you stay for lunch?
Oh, no, thanks, really. I got to get back.
Oh, but we haven't had lunch together for such a long time.
Oh, I'd like to, Gene, but...
Well, if he's got to go, he's got to go. Say, Eddie, I'll drive you in. You wait here with Gene, and I'll go and get my car.
Oh, thanks.
Operator, please ring that number again. He's not there.
Well, Winchell must have him. He wouldn't put that in his column if he didn't have him. Oh, why didn't you tell us who he was? We could have had him watched. You bungled the whole thing.
Well, I guess that cooks my goose.
Well, it won't do Winchell any good. Eddie will never be able to sing into a live microphone unless I'm with him. He'll go to pieces.
I hope so.
Well, I don't.
Come on, Eddie, let's go. Goodbye, Gene.
Goodbye.
Stick him up.
Wait a minute.
Shut up. You take care of them two. I'll take care of this mug.
Now, wait a minute, fellas. I got an appointment.
Come on. Who do you think you're kidding? All right, Joe. Okay, Gus. See you later.
What's the idea? Don't let them hurt him.
Don't be silly. I need him, don't I? Baby, take a look at this.
Oh, but I'm happy. Oh, but I'm happy. Didn't find oil in my backyard. Boss didn't raise my pay.
Shut up, will you?
2 o'clock. Phantom or no phantom, I'm going to lunch. The trouble with you is you need sleep. You're beginning to see things.
I tell you, I've got the Phantom.
Well, where is he? Who is he? Why don't you tell us?
All right, I will tell you. He's your own brother, Eddie.
But-
You've been living under the same roof with him, and you didn't even know it. He doesn't even know it. Now, listen. You go on over to the house. He may have left a note for us there. You go over to Alice Huntley. She's probably holding him for Bernie. And I'll see you both at the broadcast. But make it snappy.
Your own brother. Didn't you ever hear him warbling in the bathtub?
You know I'm never at home on Saturday nights.
How many? I'll take 3. What are you doing? I'll call you. Gee, I hate to see what you do with 2 hands. Stick 'em up. It ain't loaded. No, honest, it ain't. It's against the law. You gotta have a license. Come on, put it down. You're holding up the game. Say,
Could I borrow some more from you? Just a couple.
Any messages for me?
The Wildbrook operator's been trying to reach you.
Fine. Will you try to get it, please? Thank you.
Mr. Winchell, I'm Alice Huntley. Would you please let me speak to Eddie?
Are you trying to kid me?
Please, Mr. Winchell, just let me say a few words to encourage him before he goes on.
What is this, another one of Bernie's gags?
I'm not interested in Mr. Bernie. I'm only thinking of Eddie. Please let me see him. He needs me. He can't go on without me. Why don't you listen to me?
I am listening. Now you listen. Alice Huntley, the Wake Up and Live girl, is on fire, and the big blaze is Eddie Kane. Now look here, Alice, and you can tell us to your friend Bernie. I don't know where your boyfriend, the Phantom Troubadour, is any more than Bernie does, and that's on the level.
Mr. Winchell, I've got Wildbrook for you.
Thanks. I'll take it in the control room. Excuse me. Hey, Walter, look. What's that?
A record of Eddie's voice.
Where did you get it?
I borrowed it.
Oh, nothing doing. Hello? Yeah, this is Winchell.
Oh, hello. Hello, Walter. This is your old pal, Gus Avery. Say, I'm awfully sorry the Phantom is not going to appear on your program tonight.
Oh, yeah?
Yes, wise guy. I told you I was going to get even with you. You haven't got the Phantom, and Bernie hasn't got him either. But I've got him. I got him right here. And I've got him under contract. And I'm going to turn him over to Bernie if he comes across with the dough.
What makes you think he's the Phantom? Is that so?
Yes. I've got the bird right here in my own little cage. And anybody that wants him is going to pay plenty.
Well, you've got the wrong bird. I don't know who he is, but he isn't the Phantom.
What do you mean?
You got a radio handy? Well, if your hearing's any good, tune in and get a load of the real Phantom.
Say, he says I got the wrong guy.
Oh, he's only pulling a bluff.
Attention, Mr. and Mrs. America. The nationwide search for the Phantom is over. I promised you he'd be on my program tonight, and here he is. Okay, Phantom.
It's swell of you, treating me so kindly, swell of you. I was heading blind.
So it was Eddie, was it? You knew his voice.
The way
you dizzy dumbbell.
It's swell of you.
Oh, you palooka. Give me back my $100. Hey, look, untie him and kick him out.
Just when my luck was turning.
Oh. So you're worried about your boyfriend, are you? You see that? Here's his contract, and I'm going to make you a little present of that. Yes.
I've promised that I love you, dear, until the day.
There was a very personal reason for the Phantom being on my broadcast tonight. But for once, Winchell won't tell. And if the old mousetrap is listening, I'd like to have him reserve a table for me at his Manila Club opening tonight. And listen, Ben, I hope to bring a friend.
A double-crosser.
He's got a gall coming to your opening after a trick like that?
Yeah, but he can't bring a friend. He hasn't got any.
On the deck. Thanks. Yeah.
How's she running?
Had this busy 10 years. Ain't never had no trouble.
First time it ever acted up like this.
keep them tin cans off the road. Flat as a pancake.
Yeah, so I noticed. Where's your jack?
In the seat. Hand it to me. Give us the handle.
Hey, buddy, excuse me, I'm in a hurry. Here's your handle. Thanks, bud. Okay. Weren't you, buddy? Why, I was only going 40 miles an hour.
You were not. You were going 95.
I told him he'd get arrested, officer.
All right, let me see your license.
Well, I haven't got one.
Oh. Come on, hurry up. Step on it, will you? Come on. To the right.
Did you reserve a table?
Certainly, of course I did, sure.
Let me in there.
Over my dead body.
Thanks for the suggestion.
Say, just a minute. Where do you guys think you're going?
How'd you like a good clip on the lip?
Wait a minute, let me handle this. What'd you do with him?
Who?
The Phantom.
That phony? I kicked him out.
Why, you're so phony yourself, you wouldn't know the real thing when you saw it.
What?
That was a record I played for you, just for your benefit. You two-faced chiseler.
Uh-huh. He ain't two-faced, or he wouldn't be wearing that one.
Let's hurry. We may be able to pick Eddie up on the road.
Oh, to think I had the guy and I let him go.
Come on, they haven't got him yet.
Come on.
Get your brother on back now.
Thanks.
Get up.
Where is the moonlight beautiful in Manila? Where is the music wonderful
In Manila.
Where is the rumba-full in Manila? Oh, and I want moonlight and I want music and I want rumba, then I'll take Manila, where gay caballeros take off their sombreros and strum their guitars. They serenade every beautiful lady out under the stars. Oh, how they play, oh, how they love, oh, how they say. I love you much too much, muchacha, my sweet senorita. Please be my Chiquita, and to see what you are doing to my heart. I love you much too much, muchacha, so I'm only so-so. You're so grande-oh-so, and to see what you are doing to my heart. Pretty soon I know that you will have to leave me. How sad I will be. Always when you think of love, think of me. I love you much too much, muchacha. We must say goodbye now. My heart, she will cry now. I would like another kiss if always hot. You little angel, you little devil, I love you much too, very, very much, mooch, howdy ho, a good pie. So long, kid.
I'm so happy that I found you. Let me cast a net around you. You're a hot, just sweet potato. I'm so happy that I got you here.
I love you much, my sweet señorita. Please be my señorita. See what you are doing to my heart. I love you much too much, muchacha. So I'm always so. You're so grandioso. Can't you see what you are doing to my heart? Pretty soon I know that you will have to leave me. How sad I will be. Always when you think of love, think of me. I love you much too much, muchacha. We must say goodbye now. My heart, she will cry now. I would like another kiss before we part. You little angel, you little devil. I love you much too, very, very much, muchacha. Adios.
It looks pretty hopeless. He's probably found out he's a phantom and he's afraid to turn up.
Oh, if I could only reach him some way, just to talk to him. Mr. Stratton, could you arrange for me to get to the microphone?
What for?
Well, Eddie must be listening in somewhere. Let me talk to him over the air.
No, I don't think that.
Oh, please, it's worth the chance to get him here.
All right. Wait till this number's over and I'll get Bernie to call you up for a song.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yes, sir, Mr. Kane. She said for you to come to, now, let me see. Where was it?
The broadcasting station?
No, but there was a funny radio man there. No, it wasn't Fred Allen. It wasn't Baker. It starts with a B. Sound like something hot. Jack Burney?
Ben Burney.
Yes, sir, that's it. Ben Burney.
Thanks.
Ladies and gentlemen, I take pleasure in presenting Miss Alice Huntley, the Wake Up and Live girl.
Eddie, wherever you are, you've got to come here and sing. At least you've got to try. This is your big chance, Eddie, the chance you've been waiting for. Oh, you can't fail now. It means too much. To both of us.
The stars are still on high, but they don't twinkle anymore. Why does it seem they've lost their gleam? Somehow the lovely flowers have no fragrance anymore. Where is their bloom, their sweet perfume? Darling, that just shows what your goodbye can do. Until you return, there's nothing I can do. Ah, there's a lull in my life. It's just a void and empty space when you are not in my embrace. Ah, away. There is no night, there is no day. The clock stops ticking. The world stops turning. Everything stops but that flame in my heart that keeps burning, burning. Oh, there's a lull in my life. No matter how I may pretend, I know that you alone can end.
Buenas muchachos, which means a fine hunk of singing. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm... You better play for it.
Where are you going?
Inside.
No one allowed without evening clothes.
Now, wait a minute, pal. I gotta go in there. There's a girl in there.
There's a lot of girls in there.
But you don't understand.
I understand. Go on, scram.
Ladies and gentlemen, and newspaper men, looks like there ain't no phantom tonight. The old maestro bows his weary head in defeat. I surrender, dear. Nevertheless, my friends, there is a gentleman, mark you, I said gentleman, who has come here tonight to do a bit of crowing. And so I call upon my colleague and contemporary, Walter Winchell, and you can have him.
Oh, good evening, sir.
Good evening.
My friends, it looks like the old maestro has finally been caught in his own mousetrap. But in all fairness, I want to confess that what you heard on my program tonight was not the phantom. It was a record of his voice. I only hope you'll all believe me when I tell you that I did it with the best of intentions. I took a chance on a lawn.
You thought you put one over on me,
Now,
huh?
wait a minute. Have a heart. Will you listen?
Come on.
Listen,
I'll
please.
take you along.
Listen.
And I won! Hey, wait a minute!
It's Mr. Winchell.
Wait a minute. Chuck him out.
Eddie! Okay, Tom, man, look out. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the broken-down old maestro, I take great pleasure in presenting in person the Phantom Troubadour. Eddie Kane! Who, me? Yes, you! Come on, Ben, hit it. Hit it! Come on, boy, a little song.
Go ahead, Eddie. Sing.
Oh,
Come on, sing.
yeah, I'm all right.
say I will, Eddie. I will.
I will, Eddie. I will. Oh, I will.
Wake up and live, don't mind the rainy patter, and you'll find it's mind over matter. Dark clouds will break up if you wake up and live. Wake up and live, show the stuff you're made of. Just follow through, what are you afraid of? You'll try it, won't you? Why don't you wake up and live? Listen, stranger, come out of your shell. Hey, fella, find your place in the sun. Come out of your shell. Say, fella, just be a go-getting son of a gun. Oh, wake up and live. If Lady Luck is yawning, up on your toes, a better day is dawning. Don't let up, get up, and yeah, you gotta give yourself a shake-up. Mister, gotta wake up with a song in your heart and a smile on your face. Oh, you gotta wake up and live.
Plenty of excitement here, folks. The place is in an uproar. Bernie's in a daze, but of course that's nothing new.
There would be no world for me if ever we would part. Where I go, your name will be right on the tip of my heart.
Flash, Eddie Kane, the Phantom Troubadour, and Alice Huntley, the Wake Up and Live girl, are middle aisle bound.
I'm bubbling over with vintage wine. I'm bubbling over, you rat, you swine.
Ho, ho, ho! Gene Roberts and Gus Avery have just...
The clock stops ticking, the world stops turning. Everything stops but that flame in my heart that keeps a-burning, a-burning.
Why don't you try bicarbonate of soda?
Yeah. What's eating you now?
I don't know whether to marry you tomorrow or go to the dentist.
It's a date.
Flash, Patsy Kelly, my girl Friday, will soon be Steve Klusky's girl every day in the week.
Just a minute, folks. Just a minute.
An orchid to you, Walter. And all I want to say is, it's swell of you. Yowza, Mr. Winchell, it's mighty swell of you. Forgive me, chickadee, forgive me. And I says it, honey, with notions of love.
Ben, you're the lull in my life.
I love you much too much, muchacha.
Well, things I never knew till now.
Wake up and live,